It's Two on the Aisle with me, Charles Gross, and Jeff Goodman. Tonight, reviews of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Little Dog Laughed, and the cast recording of Granada Alba. Plus, Jeff goes on the streets and finds the conductor of High Fidelity. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two on the Aisle.
Good evening, I'm Charles Gross. Welcome to Two on the Aisle.
And I'm Jeff Goodman, out on the streets of New York. Help me, I'm a little scared.
Why? You've been out on the streets before?
But not so late at night, not with you.
Actually, yes to both.
All right. Let's go with it. It's
Well,
a little gimmicky thing.
We're here in front of the temporary TKTS booth, which is
the
at
lovely temporary
yes,
TKTS.
Marriott Marquis, which actually, if you happen to get caught in the rain, does have its advantages over the original booth.
Because it has a covering.
Yes.
Wasn't it convenient of the Marriott Marquis to cover the tickets booth?
It was. So if you need to get, reduced price tickets, you can now do it without having to worry about the rain.
And on the long line, which is in front of a really big poster for the Drowsy Chaperone, which is playing here.
Yes. But fear not, if you don't like what you see, they are putting a new booth in Duffy Square, and I think it'll be ready in about a year or so, something like that.
And it's lovely. We saw pieces of it.
Yes, and we'll probably try and do an outdoor show there. Anyway, 'tis the season, so there are season-appropriate plays that are opening, and one of them is Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical. Now, to state the obvious, this is based on the Dr. Seuss book, but also on the TV special, which I think was like a half-hour TV special, so they've stretched it out to about an hour and 15 minutes with no intermission.
About an hour.
Yeah. And, there are some children's shows that have like a wink-wink for adults, and there are some children's shows that are just written so that adults will enjoy it, like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, for example, or Beauty and the Beast, and probably Mary Poppins. And yet, then there are some shows that if you don't have a kid, don't go. And
I looked a little funny in the audience.
And this is one of them. It's it's enjoyable, it's entertaining.
It's a little scary.
It is.
At the end, when all the confetti comes out, it's like explodes.
That scared you.
Poor David Lefkowitz jumped out of his seat.
You serious,
Yeah.
Dave?
He does not like explosions in the theater.
No, he doesn't. But be that as it may, and this show actually had a very nice surprise. It had John Cullum, Broadway veteran.
As an old dog.
Right. Basically, the Grinch in the book and in the movie, in the TV show rather, had a dog named Max. Well, John Cullum plays Max years later as an older dog.
And he narrates the thing.
Yes, and he gets to do some of the songs, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, sing some more, Charlie.
Yes. It's got the songs that you will recognize from the TV show. Again, if you didn't like the TV show, which I think is actually one of the best Christmas specials I have ever seen over the years.
Oh, Charlie, come on. It's a play. It's on Broadway. It's lovely.
Yes.
I think it's a little overpriced, but it's on Broadway.
Well, how much is it?
There's a top ticket price of $99.
Well, did you like when the little puppet Who's popped up? I mean, it looked like
Yes, I did. But
it actually looked like it came from a Macy's window
Let me
display.
tell you something.
Yes.
I thought it had great technicals. I thought the set was wonderful. I thought
Okay.
the costumes were wonderful. I thought the actors
And
were
they're
okay.
faithful to Seuss, which is more than I could say for the Seussical musical.
Right, very faithful to Seuss.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good. I just don't think, and they do it about 6 times a day.
Right.
So, but I just don't think it's worth $99. I think it's rather inflated. And I think if they want an audience and they want to bring families, you have to charge less. I mean, make a top price of $50, and then if it's on half price, it's $25. You can bring a family for $100. It's only an hour, and they do it 4 times a day because they're only getting 20 to 50% of the audience. It was very small when I was there. Mm-hmm. But I like the show.
I like the show too, but again, I emphasize this is a show that is meant for children. I mean, I took my 11-year-old, and she enjoyed it, but I get the impression that in a year or two she'll be too old for it. Now, my 9-year-old...
See, now they're going to arrest you for lying.
Had a wonderful time. She enjoyed the show. And I enjoyed it too, but again...
Charlie, come on, you sang along. I know you sang along.
Well, I was tempted, but let's face it, when you're watching John Cullum, you just want to give him the stage to himself. And as far as the price is concerned, yes, I think 99.
Who else was in the show?
Well, you did have Patrick Page as the Grinch, and he's got to be, interestingly, I think the Grinch is probably one of the most hated and the most beloved characters at the same time in Dr. Seuss. And it's a great role, and he does it beautifully.
He could have been a little bit bigger with it. And I think they could have been more. I would have liked to see him jump off the stage, interact a little bit more with the kids. But I must tell you, the audience was comprised of, I'd say, about 50% children. And during the performance I saw, it was absolutely silent. These kids actually paid attention. So
Absolutely.
It just means that they enjoyed it.
And unlike Beauty and the Beast, I don't think any of the children will be scared of the Grinch.
Nor would they put their feet on my leg.
No one put their feet on your leg?
Well, Miriam got scared in Beauty and the Beast, and
My daughter.
and I ended up with footprints on my lovely pantaloons.
You wear pantaloons?
Only when I go to Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, I don't think we're going to go there. But
It's a Disney thing.
yes, book and lyrics by Timothy Masson, music by
I bet his
Mel
name's
Marvin,
Mason.
Mason, excuse me, and again based on the Seuss book and on the TV special.
But I do think kids will really like this. My only problem was with the pricing of the tickets. But hey, I'm not the producer.
Right.
But I think
And,
if they were smarter,
well,
it could come back every year.
I'm sure that's what they have in mind.
I don't know. It's on a big stage. It's like, well, I actually.
It's at the Ford Theater, or is it the Hilton? It's at the Hilton now.
Hilton
Excuse
Theater,
me.
Which used to be the Ford Center for the Performing Arts, but then Ford sold to Hilton, and you know how that goes.
Right.
Then Chrysler comes in, and we end up with what are those? The Bentleys.
I don't think Chrysler and Bentley are connected.
Oh, I don't know, Charlie.
I don't think there's a Chrysler Theater. There's a Chrysler Building,
That's better than the theater. They could have a Chrysler Theater in the Chrysler.
and there's the Cadillac Winter Garden, which just used to be the Winter Garden.
Oh, please. It just has Cats and Mamma Mia in it. What do you want?
And the interesting thing about the Winter Garden is, and it's appropriate perhaps that it's named for a car now, because originally, before it was the Winter Garden Theater, you know what it was? A stable. That's why they called it the Winter Garden, because they wanted a fresh-smelling name. That's true.
Well, at least it's a stable theater. It has big, long-running hits.
Okay, now we actually have some scenes from The Grinch.
Ooh, let's see.
So let's take a look at how The Grinch stole Christmas.
You're me.
Who likes Christmas? Who's like Christmas? Christmas present and Christmas to be. Who likes Christmas? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Who likes Christmas?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Did I scare you really out there? Ah! I love it when the little ones cry.
You're a triple-decker toadstool and sauerkraut sandwich. Oh, with arsenic sauce.
One of a kind. Hey, does that make me lonely being one of a kind? Time's up. It's a pop quiz. Not me. And no pals to betray me when I'm in a pinch. I'm all on my only because I'm the Grinch.
Sometimes when you're all alone,
Oh, it's a ballad.
Christmas and there's no one home. Seems like nothing's in your stocking. No one knocking.
This will be our song. You and I belong. Heart to heart together.
Okay. Now, to me, this is a good show because I think the message that it has is actually even more relevant than it was. That being that, there's more to Christmas than just presents.
Spoken by two Jews.
Yeah, well.
Anyway,
of course.
But you see all the
But
visuals.
you can apply that to Hanukkah, too.
But you see the visuals were so great in the show. The costumes, the dance, the movement, the sets. I mean, there was a lot of movement on that stage.
There was a lot of movement. The score is a little skim because I don't know if they've expanded it much beyond the TV special, so they kind of use the same songs over and over a lot.
But it's fine, and the kids like it.
It's fun. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to take the kids
It's just
to.
a little expensive.
Yes, so hopefully it'll be at the TKTS booth, which, did I mention, is now at the Marriott Marquis?
Would that be on 46th and Broadway, right next to Tarzan?
I believe it would, and right opposite Beauty and the Beast.
And Donny Osmond. We saw Donny Osmond. Oh, we've verklempt.
Yeah, right. Okay, let's talk about a show that I don't think anyone should take their children to. It's called
I don't know. What are we reviewing?
The Little Dog Laughed.
Oh, we're not doing Butley. Okay.
And we'll do that next time.
Okay. Little Dog Laughed. It's a gay comedy.
Okay.
It is.
Well, that's an interesting way of putting it, but in the modern context of gay.
Yes. And I think it's a wonderfully well-written play. I loved it. Everyone's happy and unhappy, and they're all just, can I say WHORE in New Jersey?
I think you can.
They're all hustlers and whores.
I was wondering how you spelled hustlers with a W, but okay.
It's a where. I mean a whore.
Okay. We've established that.
Whore. I just like to say it in New Jersey.
Fine.
I'm a whore about saying whores in New Jersey.
Okay, now you're just going for the shock effect, and that's not creative.
Hold on. Could I just say one thing? Whore. Okay, Charlie. Well, this is Douglas Carter Bean's newest show.
Yes.
And it's at the Court Theater, and it is just marvelous. It's a 4-character play. It's actually a play on Broadway, which involves an up-and-coming movie star who has homosexual tendencies. Homosexual lapses is the way they put it.
Or incidents of homosexuality, something like that.
Yes. Relapses.
Yes. Basically, this is told by his agent, who is played incredibly by Julie White. I mean,
my God.
This is the role of a lifetime. This woman is moralist. She knows what she wants. She doesn't care how she gets it. She will do anything she has to do to get it, and she is good.
She's a Hollywood agent. What do you want?
At what she does. And basically, here's the plot. I think, essentially, she's trying to get this property by a gay playwright on Broadway, which involves 2 homosexuals, and she knows it will never make it as that on Broadway, but she's trying to get it anyway for this up-and-coming star who is gay, but no one knows it, and she's afraid someone will find out she's gay, because if you play a gay person and you're gay, then that's a problem. But in the meantime, he's found a new boyfriend, the boyfriend has a girlfriend, and somehow the agent has to tie it all together. Am I about right?
Sort of. It's very funny.
It's very strange.
I loved it. Jeff Goodman, 2 on the hour. I loved it. Go buy tickets.
I thought it was all right. I was not as enamored by it. I enjoyed Julie White.
But what does Charlie know?
The play took, went up. I mean, came so alive when she was on the stage.
I thought it was great when everyone was on stage.
It was all right. I mean, I liked the other plots. For me, in the first act, it was moving slowly. Stay on the camera, Jeff. People want to see you. Come on.
It's a play. It's a play about love.
About love?
A man, his boyfriend's girlfriend, and his agent.
Yes.
But not really girlfriend.
And the agent's probably the most passionate one there, even though she has absolutely no personal relationships, nor does she care to have any.
And she's the only happy one.
Right. Well, again, she knows what she wants. She goes out and gets it with no regrets. And she wants fame, fortune, and money. And fortune and money, basically. She wants to make her boy a star. And she doesn't really care who she steps on, who she runs over, and she just does it. I mean, just watching her negotiate the contract with the playwright, saying what she wants, and seeing her trying to convince him. And, the playwright is called, I think, He Who Is Him, Him That Is He, something
like that. I'm letting you fly on that one.
And
but I also must mention now that, because I seem to be stuck on them today.
Yes.
The sets are brilliant. The set's brilliant. Who did the set design, Charlie?
Simple but brilliant. But I should say effective.
Would you like me to hold the mic?
Let's see. Well, Douglas Carter Bean did the play.
Alan Moyer.
Alan Moyer. Do you want to mention that Scott Ellis directed?
Excellently directed.
Beautifully directed. Again, sometimes the play just got a little too strange for me. And
It's a love, hate, no hate, work, no work play. It's a play of
yes, and
contradictions.
sometimes it just was too contradictory to
No,
work
it was-
for me
Well,
at times.
listen, what does Charlie really know? I'll tell you the truth. Fabulous, fabulous play. Now back to Charlie.
Anyway, enjoyable, intense, but
And I loved it. Jeff Goodman, go buy your tickets.
yeah, I enjoyed it. Charlie Gross, make your own decision and don't listen to Jeff.
What do you mean don't listen to Jeff? I didn't choose you as a co-star. And now they don't want to listen to me?
Apparently not.
But go see it. It's at the Court Theater. You'll love it.
Okay.
It's a really great new play. And we have like only, 2 plays on Broadway running? And this is the only one that's not in a repertory company. There's one real play on Broadway. How sad.
Yeah, and actually, when you think about it that way, yes, it is.
So it's great. It's a brave new world out there. Go see plays without music.
Okay. Well, speaking of a play with music,
Speaking of music,
yes, we have the cast recording of Bernarda Alba, which actually they call it the world premiere recording, I think, as you mentioned. On our
and I
last
think
show.
it just might be the only recording of it.
Well, most likely. Now, this was at Lincoln Center last season. I actually saw it. It's got music by Michael John
Lacusa.
Yeah, hard to pronounce. And
Michael John, hard to pronounce. That's a nice name.
yes, thank you.
But it was wonderfully presented. I'll hold so you can give the credits, and I'll let you talk, and I'll put the little. He likes the foam ball touching his lips, ladies and gentlemen. So what would you like to say about it?
Well, I would like to say that I really didn't enjoy the play all that much. As a matter
Did you enjoy the CD?
The CD, I could appreciate the craftsmanship of the music. You know, I enjoyed.
Was it melodic?
It was. You know,
Memorable?
in its own way, I suppose.
Would you listen to it in the car?
No, I don't think so.
Would you? Where would you listen to this?
Well, probably on my home stereo.
Oh, so you want big sound?
I would think so. But again, you know, part of the problem is I remember the play, and I'm listening to it, and I'm enjoying the score at first. And
Just kidding.
yeah. And then I'm hearing it, and I remembered why I didn't like the play in the first place.
Why is that?
Well, it was a really poor plot, and the lead character, played by Felicia Rashad, was just so mean-spirited, and, you know, really, there was nothing to empathize with her on. In fact, there really wasn't too much likable about this play, too many characters likable about this play. It's about this mother who's domineering,
Would you say they're a mean one, Bernard Alba?
and her daughters, you know.
Bernard Alba.
Yes.
What?
You know, looking for love and maybe finding it, probably not. And it's, you know, it really never gels, and you really never, I mean, you can understand where they're coming from, but you never empathize with them. And I really didn't enjoy the play, and consequently, I was only, you know, I didn't enjoy the album all that much. Although I did have more of an appreciation for the score than I did when I saw the play.
Well, that always happens when you get a CD. But I must say that when I heard it, I thought it was okay, but I also was kind of glad I didn't see the show.
Yes, you should be.
But, you know, it's all, wait, is it Michael John or John Michael LaCusa? Michael John LaCusa.
Yes.
Not a big fan of his songs. I don't know why.
You know, and a lot of it. Do you remember the show Chronicle of a Death Foretold?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
This shares a lot of it. I believe the same creative team, same director, and the whole thing revolving around virginity, basically. And
Ooh.
this has a lot of similar elements, and I don't think either of us really were overly enamored with Chronicle of a Death Foretold.
No, I really pretty much hated it.
Well, this was not quite as good.
Ooh.
So, you know, it. I mean, if you're a fan of the author or the star, I guess you may want to add it to your collection. But, you know,
So all you Felicia Rashad fans, add this to the Cosby shows.
all right. And now,
You stole the mic from me.
well, I'm about to give it back because you're about to go solo. You're going on the
Oh.
streets,
I'm a little nervous because I have to go all by myself on the streets.
but you won't be alone because you will be talking with people who love the theater and want to talk about it.
My people, I love you, my people. Talk to me, talk to me. Ooh, I found some real Broadway celebrities. You'll love this. I found Adam and Damien, who, well, Adam is Mr. Impressive conductor of the up-and-coming musical High Fidelity.
High Fidelity.
And Damien is playing percussion for High Fidelity. And you know what? He's leaving Color Purple to do it. Oprah, we're sorry. So tell us a little bit about High Fidelity.
High Fidelity stars Will Chase and Jen Colella. It's about a record store owner who's lucky out of love and is trying to win his girlfriend back. Features an amazing pop rock score by young composer Tom Kitt and Amanda Green, the daughter of Adolph Green, and an amazing book by David Lindsay Abaire, who did a Rabbit Hole. Yeah. And it's directed by Walter Bobby, and it is going to be, I think, the sleeper hit of the season, hopefully.
I have a funny feeling about that, too. And by the way, David Lindsay Abaire, cannot forget Fuddy Mears.
Exactly. That's playing in Boston, actually, right now. So
I love that show.
Yeah, it's great.
It's all about those Fuddy Mears.
Mirrors.
No, High Fidelity is awesome. It's a real rock show. It's a real rock musical. It's fun.
So they don't use too much percussion then?
No, it's drums. I mean, I'm playing drums. It's drum set, electronics. It's a rock band with some strings and some brass. It's excellent.
Importantly, lots of swearing and nudity.
Ooh, excellent. But you know,
Rent meets Avenue Q. It's like irreverent but smart.
Yes.
Oh, two of my favorite musicals.
Yes,
I can't wait. Well, if your press agent doesn't give me tickets, I'm out of luck.
Well, press agents are really known to be really bad. They charged Elton John. They charged Elton John for tickets to Aida.
Well, he could have really.
Absolutely.
He wrote it.
I know. They charged him tickets every time he went. They had charged his office for tickets.
But he can afford it. I can't.
I know. Well, we're in the same boat, so.
I know. We work in the theater, but make money.
We love it.
Is conducting?
I do okay.
Okay.
But my rent is astronomical, so.
Okay. Well, then you should go on 41st Street. No. Anyway. So can I give us some dirt on Color Purple?
No. There's no dirt, man. It's a great cast. Everybody in the show is great. It was an unbelievably popular.
Did you cry every night?
I did when we were doing the workshops and when we were in rehearsal. I cried almost every day.
Really?
But I mean, I don't anymore. I've been playing it 8 shows a week for a year. But it was a fantastic experience. The band is unbelievable. The cast is amazing, and the band and this new show is unbelievable. And the cast, every single person is a breakout star. They're all hilarious.
I must say, I heard your radio commercial today, and it was really good.
It was good?
Yeah, and I really like Will Chase too. And I'm trying to remember what I've seen him in besides. He was in Oklahoma.
Aida, Full Monty.
Oh, in Full Monty.
Full Monty. Lennon. Hello, Lennon. He was good in Lennon. He got very good reviews.
Yeah.
But this is going to really make him a big star.
Lennon kind of sucked.
But you know, High Fidelity is good because we're coming in under the radar. No one knows what to expect.
Well, it's like they just.
Like the book
It was like all of a sudden, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels closed. And they said, "Oh well, we put High Fidelity," and everyone went, "What?"
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna
To quote the Drowsy Chaperone.
Well, you got to come check out a preview. We start previews next Monday.
We can't. I have to come when you open.
Oh, okay. That's right. Well,
Give us you people out there.
Just say very nice things because there are a lot of great people.
I mean, we had standing ovations almost every night in Boston. It was great. Audience.
And when do your previews start here?
This upcoming Monday,
Which would be November
20th.
Okay.
Come see High Fidelity. Imperial Theater.
And when do you open?
December 7th.
Ooh,
D-Day.
That's a day. Why did they choose that? Well, I guess it's a Thursday.
I think it's great. I
do too. It's a day of infamy. So how long have you guys been friends?
7 years.
First gig when I moved to New York.
So what shows have you played for?
I did Mario Cantone show Laugh Horror. I did Great American Trailer Park.
Was he fun to work with?
Awesome. We did a show with him at Town Hall 3 nights ago. He's amazing.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I did Great American Trailer Park musical.
Love that one too.
Hilarious. And then I subbed at a lot of shows, including Aida because of him, and Fiddler on the Roof, and then I've been doing Color Purple for the last year.
Wow. How long have you been in New York?
For 6.5 years.
Well, congratulations. You're making some of you with that. I guess your mother's not so sorry you were banging on the drumsticks on the floor.
Always good.
Excellent. And what shows have you been working with?
I conducted Wicked on Broadway.
Ooh, no, everyone wanted to know you then. Did everyone go, can I get tickets?
Oh, I was like Ticketmaster while I was there. Yeah. I've conducted Aida on Broadway. Did a show called Bombay Dreams.
I liked Bombay Dreams because I like those silly little musicals.
I love those, the Bollywood.
That water was unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Did you get wet every night?
Yeah, I got rained on, yes, in the pit.
It must have been unbelievable.
One of the last shows I did was a show called Light in the Piazza at Lincoln Center.
Well, it was nice, a little boring, but nice.
And you'll appreciate this. I did a show called Dance the Vampires.
Oh my God, that was unbelievably bad.
Yes.
That was Michael Crawford looking in a mirror and going, "I love me."
Yes, so that was a
Is
very
he like totally vain?
he was very nice. You know, he's very, very funny and very nice, but it was the wrong show for him, I think.
The only guy who was good in that was I forget. He's
Max von Essen.
Max
Max,
von Essen was
yes.
in- I thi- is- no.
And Rene Aubergenois, who played the
I love him. I think he's great.
Yeah.
But I also like the guy who was in the very beginning when they were in
Mark
the
Price.
Mark Price.
Yes.
I like Mark Price.
I like Mark Price,
And
too.
he just goes from bomb to bomb to bomb.
Yes, he does, unfortunately, but he's very talented and he's going to get a great role one day.
I think he's great.
Yeah.
And so what is your and by the way, Trailer Park I thought was tremendous.
Hilarious.
I was so sad when that
Yeah, that was a brilliant show. It was a brilliant show.
How was who's the guy who played Judd? Because he was so scary.
Sherman, he's in Tarzan right now.
Oh, that's right.
Sherman Hemsley.
No, Sherman Hewler.
Helmsley.
No, he was
I don't
he
know.
was the
That
Jefferson.
That was. Yeah, Sherman Hemsley is the Jefferson guy. I forgot it. Schuler.
Schuler, right.
Schuler Hensley.
Something like that. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's right.
We should know that. We should know that. I think that's.
But was he a nice guy? That's all right.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I mean,
I've
was it-
had no negative experiences. Every show I've done, I subbed on 9, Dirty Rotten Sky. Every show I've done, it's been great. I love it.
That's because Damien likes to gossip and they're afraid he's going to say bad things about them.
Well, you end up on little silly cable TV shows.
Exactly.
How about you? Any really bad stories? Making people who are dead so they can't talk to you.
People who are dead. Okay, you know what though? I'll give it what I worked. My first Broadway show was a show called Once Upon a Mattress, revival with Sarah Jessica Parker, and Jerry Gutierrez was the director.
Oh, don't say something bad about him.
Nothing bad about him, but he always used to have a little dog that he used to bring to rehearsal. I mean, it was like classic little tiny poodle, and the poodle would sometimes just go in the theater, you know, in the Broadhurst.
Did you step in it?
I could totally point out stains in the Broadhurst Theater. If you come see the show, if you mention this show and mention you saw it, we'll take you backstage.
Wow, that's unbelievable because that's some backstage. I've been backstage at the
Amazing.
Imperial.
It's time for our playbill countdown. 1 to 5 playbills. 5 being incredibly good. 1 being just the opposite. The shows we reviewed tonight: How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which magically has morphed into Jay Johnson, the 2 and only. Well, maybe don't throw the playbills away so quickly next time. All right, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, based on the Dr. Seuss book and the TV special of the same name. On Broadway, about an hour and 15 minutes.
Or an hour.
Yeah, I will give it 3 playbills, although I suspect most kids would give it 4 or even 5.
I would give it 4 playbills, except my big thing is with the money. I just think it's too expensive, and that will knock it down a playbill. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
I'm charging him for the playbill.
But, for what it is, it's good. But, again, this is for the children.
And hopefully it comes back year after year after year.
We hope so, yes. The Little Dog Laughed.
I will give this, actually, I like this so much. I will give this a 4.95.
And why not just go all the way?
Nothing's perfect.
Okay. Well, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the little dog laughed to see such a sight, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Charlie knows the nursery rhyme.
3 playbills.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to hold the microphone. Little Dog Laugh was wonderful. But how'd you like Bernarda Alba, the Alabama?
Well, I like.
Okay, that's all you get to say.
I liked it better than the play, which really isn't saying much, I suppose. So I will give it 2.5 playbills.
Yeah, I'm giving it about 2 playbills, and I don't think I'll be listening to it much more.
Okay. And when you go to the theater, look for Jeff and me, us too.
On the aisle. And on the streets, strangely enough.